My eyes are starting to dry out. Here with Salt Spring National Art Prize finalist Susan Huber, looking at a piece called The Overlook. Tell us a little bit about the process that you use for this piece, because it looks like photography for me, but it also doesn't look like photography for me.
Yes. Well, I have to really laugh because this is a contemporary art show, but I'm using just 19th century art photographic processes. So I coat the paper with platinum palladium solution with a brush, and then I put a large format negative, which is 8x10 negative, on top of the paper and expose it in ultraviolet printer. And it takes many years to figure out what it's going to look like because it's a development out process. So when you pull it out, you're never really sure what you're going to get till you pour the hot developer onto it. And then you process it down the line, which is clearing bath, that sort of thing. It's a process that was probably prominent in the early 1900s, but because of the wars, several wars, it's very difficult to get platinum from Russia, and it's probably impossible now. But all of these are platinum palladium solutions. And it's actually a misnomer because it should be palladium platinum because you use more palladium than platinum.
And so this is obviously location. Is it location significant?
Yeah.
Where is the location?
This location is Alberta, Montana, and it was a prominent area for rum runners to come across from Montana to Alberta to sell their liquor to everyone who needed it. And it was one of the first places that they had the Northwest Mounted Police erect a fort just around the corner from this to counteract that. There are also a very large area of pictographs. So there are paintings on stone of clashes between, indigenous colonizers, and for the most part, the Canadians were pretty good, but it was just the Americans coming over that was making a problem for everyone. The area of the Milk River, which is the northernmost chain of the Mississippi River chain, the northernmost. So it's the only place where this river goes up from the Mississippi River into Canada and then loops back down into the States.
When you take a piece like this, are you spending a lot of time setting up, or do you just see it and you go for it?
I spend a lot of time. I've spent years coming to these places, and I have a pre-visualization in my mind how I think I would like something. I always kind of look at land like I was on a survey with other people, and how I've seen land and see how it is then, how it is now, and how then to now. A lot of times land hasn't really changed out there because it's basically not really good land for anyone. But no, I take a lot of time, and no, I do not walk around with a camera with me. I usually leave it in the car, and I look and look and look, put a hat down, run back, and then set it up. In this particular instance, I had gone on a long hike. It was very hot, and I was just about to go down to my camper down below, and all of a sudden I saw it. And I said, I've learned my lesson not to go past the place and say, yeah, I'll catch it tomorrow, because the light in Alberta changes every 5 minutes.
For those camera geeks out there, because I know there's going to be some, what kind of camera do you use? You said it's large format.
I use a Philips Explorer camera that was made for me by R.H. Phillips in 1994. I have number 171. It's an 8x10 camera. I only use one lens because that way I know what that lens is capable of. I'm not very good if I have too many things, because then I start stressing out about things. And he was actually instrumental in making this camera very light for women, for people to take out into the field. It's a field camera. And he even told me how to process the film. I mean, this is old school. So that's fabulous. Yeah, he doesn't make them anymore. So if you ever see one used, well, you won't. People tend to hold on to them.
Thank you so much for talking to us about your piece. Good luck with the voting, and we'll see you in the future.
Okay, well, thank you very much for showing up. I finally get to see John Bateman again.